Mabe Sigids, it's a good day to share with you, and I'm so grateful and thankful to be. I would like you just to take a moment and go ahead and just close your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose, and blow through your mouth. Just release, just exhale. Now, what I want to share with you is what I was taught at a young age along with my siblings via my maternal grandmother, Ophelia Whitebear, and my paternal uncle, or my Dade, Uncle Mac Wolf. We were taught that you have a spirit, or you are a spirit, and you have a body for just a small time. And the importance of walking prayerfully and keeping yourself balanced, your spirit being. Now, for different reasons, your spirit may wander, and it may be because you traveled. It may be because you relocated from one town to the next. For instance, I recently, along with my family, relocated from Newtown to Bismarck. And as we did that, we had to call our spirits out of the house. We had to call 8 spirit beings out of our house. We called each other 3 times. It was difficult, but we got it done. Your spirit may also wander or leave you due to witnessing a tragic event, being abused physically or sexually or emotionally. Your spirit may also wander due to drugs or alcohol. It will take your body out of balance. Some kind of loss or hardship may cause your spirit being to wander or leave you. In order to come back into balance, we're to prayerfully call your being back. And to do that, you want to call your spirit being back 3 times. So this leads me here today to tell you a story about a conversation I had with a young Native girl who lived in the town that I currently live in. She was 9 years old when she first attempted suicide. This little girl had historical trauma, generational trauma, and the effects of US government policy of genocide, all within her veins before she was even born. This young girl was a 3rd child to a young mother who had her first child at 17, her second at 18, and this young girl who we'll call Polly at the age of 19. Polly shared she had her own acute and chronic trauma for years. She was molested numerous times by numerous people. She was nutritionally neglected. She was abused. She was abandoned with her older siblings and with her brother to search or steal food for them to eat. She also was blackout drunk at the age of 5, along with smoking weed or marijuana. Polly was a juvenile delinquent at the age of 9. This was the first time that she tried or attempted suicide, following a beating by her mother because she was arrested for shoplifting. However tragic Polly's story is, she also had signs of resilience. Even though dealing with her dysfunctional life, she knew life was going to get better. She had impact adults in her life, her grandparents, her aunts, her uncles, sharing and impressing prayer in her life. Polly shared that she knew she was destined for something bigger. She shared a story about being in kindergarten, and she had a beautiful blonde-haired teacher. And this teacher shared that they were going to have tryouts for a school play. And Polly, with all her wisdom and her courage, she raised her hand and she said, "I'm going to try out. My mom wants me to try out." And Polly laughing because her mom never knew. Well, Polly became Polly the Dolly. And on that day of the play, she was out playing and she ran home because it popped in her mind that the play was today. She put her mom's blush on her cheeks, her mom's lipstick on her lips, and she ran 4 to 5 blocks to the school. When she got to the school, she walked in and the gymnasium was packed. She made her way to the stage. And as she said her parts, she looked at a toy soldier and she said, "Oh, thank you, my hero." And the crowd roared and screamed with laughter. From that moment on, Polly, aka Mia Nuwudza, first woman, Kelly Cummings McGrady, was set to overcome adversity. She was set to overcome structural oppression, genocide, intersectionality, inequalities, health disparities, and what we now know as adverse childhood experiences, or ACEs. It took years of courage, and now Mia Nuwudza has the strength to go to her childhood home and call her spirit back. Mia Nuwudza, Mia Nuwudza. Oh, Mia Nuwudza. Huga, Kelly. Kelly. Kelly, calling Kelly McGrady out of her childhood home to become more resilient than she had ever been before, myself. Calling one soul, one spirit back is critical to walking whole and to walking in peace with yourself. I share this piece of my life in hopes that you too may become an impact adult for all children, no matter what their color is, no matter what their nationality, no matter what their race is. As a Mandan, Hidatsa, Arikara, Seminole, and Lakota Sioux woman, I am and I have overcome adversity. I attribute it to the impact adults in my life who fed me physically and they fed me spiritually. I am an advocate for Native American youth suicide prevention. I hope that we can teach children of all races that they too have gifts, talents, and abilities. I hope that their families and the other professionals and their peers can come alongside them, the youth, if they're having troubles in their life. We can all become impact adults because I'm pretty sure there are a lot of Polly the Dollies out there. The strength is within each and every one of us. The resilience that was swimming in my veins prior to me being born, just as much as the epigenetics of trauma, I now too share with my own children the importance of calling back their spirit, to walk in peace with oneself. Mazagrads. Thank you.